In today's video cast, I want to talk to you about why businesses fail. Let me start with a somewhat sad story. The story of the employee who is great at getting the work done. Let's call them technically good. This employee constantly gets frustrated and fed up with the boss, and one day has an idea that they can do it better than the boss. So they go out and set up their own business. They now become a business owner with great technical know-how, but no real idea about all the other pieces in running a successful business. The sad part of the story is that for many of these business owners, this becomes their fatal assumption. The fatal assumption that is made is, if you understand the technical work in the business, that you also understand the business that does the technical work. And more often than not, the findings show that this is not the case. Listen to this shocking news. The Australian Bureau of Statistics found that if you open a small business, your chances of still being in business after 3 years is only 50%. This means that of almost 300,000 businesses, yes, 300,000, that opened their doors in 2011 in Australia, only about 150,000 were still in business in 2014. That's half almost gone in 3 years. I'm sure you'll agree that these are not good odds. You may have heard of a man named Michael Gerber. Well, Michael Gerber wrote a best-selling business book called The E-Myth: Why Most Businesses Don't Work and What to Do About It. In researching for his book, Gerber found that too many businesses are started by technicians. Again, the ones that are great at getting the work done, who haven't learned the basic skills or knowledge, or still assume that business acumen is the minor part of owning and running a business. Again, the fatal assumption rears its head. What's interesting about Michael Gerber's findings is that he saw no evidence that the percentage of new business successes have improved over the last 20 years or so. Now that's surprising, given where we are at with technology and the masses of information that is available to us with the internet and the like. To me, this just means we keep repeating the same mistakes. Meanwhile, over at the Australian Securities and Investments Commission, they found that businesses fail for the following reasons. 44% failed because of a lack of strategic management. 40% failed because they were unable to manage their cash. And you may recall we spoke about this in our previous video cast. And 33% failed because they just could not make any profits. Are you surprised by all these numbers? Well, you shouldn't be, when you consider that only about 4% of small businesses started in Australia bother to prepare a business plan. Again, the fatal assumption is made. Just because you are good at doing the work does not mean you also understand the business that allows the work to be done. But don't despair. It's not all doom and gloom. And in future video casts, we'll talk about what you can do to realize your dream of owning and running your own business. By the way, have you been receiving our monthly Elevate newsletter, which is full of great business growth tips? If not, then call or email our office and we will be more than happy to add you to the circulation list. Feel free to share this information with family and friends. I'm Joe Bucolo, co-principal of Prudent Partners Accountants, where we strive to make a positive difference in the lives of our clients by being responsive, approachable and proactive. Thanks for listening.